Hi guys, welcome back to a new episode of the PS2 Collector, and at the moment we are currently on 170 out of 4,376 games, and on this episode I'm going to show you the latest 5 games that I have picked up. Stay tuned, you definitely do not want to miss this. So let's start off with game number 171, and that is Eternal Quest for the PlayStation 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this might be one of the worst games of all time and easily the worst RPG I've ever played. This game got released in Japan. That is ridiculous. When I first played this, when I played the first level, guess what? There's no tutorial whatsoever. This game expects you to learn on the go, and this game on the first level I was dying over and over and over again. It is not fun whatsoever, and what makes this game worse is the camera is over the top and each level is randomly generated every time you play. So there's 50 levels in this game. Once you beat the final boss, you must go back down each level, and when you do go back down, the enemies get ridiculously difficult. So as of all, what can go wrong with this game has gone wrong. A terrible game. For only £1, I recommend you guys to avoid this game. If you're going for a complete collection, it's a cheap one to get, but if you want to play it, stay away. It is a ridiculously crap game, and that is game number 171, Eternal Quest. The next game, game number 172, is Smuggler's Run for the PS2. This game was developed by Rockstar and released in late 2000. This was meant to be a launch title, but it got delayed in development. But I've got to say, this game is fun to play. I had a huge blast back in the day playing this, especially in 2-player. So the concept is quite simple. You must take illegal cargo to the destination, but on your tail is the CIA and the American Border Patrol. So each level have their own environment, such as Rocky Mountains, forest, winter levels. So yeah, each environment has their own challenges, and I've got to say, Rockstar at the time were on fire. I missed the times where they used to make spin-off games. In today's age, where they only focus on GTA and Red Dead, which I don't blame them, because them two franchises are goated and they make Rockstar a lot of money. But back in the day, Rockstar used to make some brilliant games such as Oni, Manhunt, Smuggler's Run, Midnight Club, GTA, etc. Absolute fun games to play, and I really want Rockstar to revisit these games and remake them. But yeah, if you want to play games where it's quite fun to play, especially 2-player, give Smuggler's Run a go. With multiple vehicles such as Doom Buggies, you've got to give it a go. A fun game to play, and you will have a huge blast. Game number 172, only £2, Smuggler's Run. Fantastic game. Next game, game number 173, is Need for Speed ProStreet. Now this game is in the middle. There's some people that like this game and some people despise it. You got to understand, this game was coming after the Underground series, which was a huge successful hit with the fans, as well as the Most Wanted, because Most Wanted for me is the greatest Need for Speed game of all time, up there definitely with Hot Pursuit. But then came out ProStreet. So ProStreet, for me, I think the developers had too much on their hands, because they tried to release this on multiple platforms. So you've got to understand that this game did not come out on just the PS2. Hear this game came out on the PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, the PlayStation Portable, the Nintendo DS, and on mobile. So the developers are too much to do, and you can see in this game they try to add elements into this game to add more to the racing experience. But for me, the story was a bit bland. The story did not stick out as it did in Most Wanted. The only thing that this game has it going for is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is phenomenal. One of the best I've ever witnessed, in my opinion, in Need for Speed games. But yeah, if you're into your Need for Speed franchise and you never gave ProStreet a go, give it a go. In my opinion, and this is my honest opinion, I think you should try the Xbox 360 version to get the best experience out of this game. The PS2 experience is not bad, but if you want the best one, either the PS3 or the Xbox 360, because you can tell the developers spent more time and effort in those games than they did on the PS2, and it makes sense for that. But anyway, that is game number 173, only £2.50, reasonable price for Need for Speed ProStreet. On to the next. The next game, game number 174. I'm gonna be controversial here. This might be a hidden gem, hear me out, and that is Stolen for the PS2. So this game is a stealth game. When I say stealth, it is stealth to its core, 100% stealth. So this game takes inspiration from the Splinter Cell series, Metal Gear series, as well as Prince of Persia and Sly Cooper. But this is quite different because due to the characters' moral ethics, believe it or not, moral ethics back in the day didn't exist, but in this game the main character doesn't believe in killing or using any weapons to their enemies. So this game you have to either knock them out or avoid them by using your stealth. And the only issue that I have with this game is quite clunky because the bright blue clothes that she's wearing and the light sticking out from it, you can easily see her, but the NPC doesn't register that, and that for me is quite clunky. But this game was made by indie developer High Blue 52, so I don't understand the minimal budget requirements in this game, but there is fun to be had. If you do enjoy stealth games such as the Metal Gear series, this game might not disappoint, but beware, you can't use any weapons and it is one-dimensional. It does get quite boring and repetitive the later the game goes on. But yeah, if you do enjoy those games, give it a go. For only £5, you might just enjoy it. On to the next. And the final game of this video is Carmen Sandiego, The Secret of the Stolen Drums. Now, this game's quite generic. It's, you know, the only people that will enjoy this game are the fans of the TV series, because this series is quite famous in Japan. The development for this game was all over the place. It came out in North America in 2003, but the PAL release got released in 2005, which is nearly a 2-year difference, which is ridiculous because we got this game late here in Europe. But whilst playing the game, it's just a standard action platformer. It's got poor controls, poor camera, and overall a poor level design. And for me personally, if you're going to enjoy this game, you're going to have to be a fan of the TV series. Other than that, avoid. It is a quite rare game to find. This game will go between £20 to £30 depending on condition, and one with the manual. But if you are a fan of Carmen Sandiego, or if you do enjoy port hand control action platformers, give Carmen Sandiego, The Secret of the Stolen Drums a go. And that, my friends, is the final game of this video. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you want to know when my videos come online, click on the bell notification below. Anyways guys, until next time, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care guys.